Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Outsiders number 16. Check out this gorgeous Brian Bolland cover with Halo battling Firefly. It is illustrated by Jerome K. Moore. Inside, beautiful art. And I cannot wait to share it with you. Outsiders, one of my favorite blasts from the past. I love team books. This is such a good one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Let's get right into this. Like I said, this gorgeous random seeming color from Brian Bolland, so beautiful. I love the fact that Halo is like a color uh, driven character. She has red, yellow, and blue on her original costume, and then once she discovered who she really was, she switched to like this different, like sort of arguably boring, more generic looking costume when she had one of the coolest costumes in comics. But that's neither here nor there. This depiction by Brian Bolland is freaking amazing. Firefly, like, seems like such a funny, like, sort of throwaway character from this era. And it speaks to the fact that, Brian Bolland just can make any character look so cool. So, like I said, I loved Outsiders. This was like they had two titles. Batman. It started out as Batman and the Outsiders. Then they broke away from Batman and continued on their own adventures in this Baxter format series that was direct sales only. It was kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of history there. I don't really want to get into it, but there were two Outsiders books. This was the second one. I loved them all. Mike W. Barr, writer, editor, Jerome K. Moore, and Alve, penciler and inker, artists, pages 1 through 18. Then we have Jan Duursema coming in 19 through 28. Then I have letterer John Workman, and then colorist Adrian Roy. So this is the Outsiders, like headquarters out in the middle of this, off the coast of Santa Monica, California. I forgot that they moved to Hollywood. How could I forget? Like, I had a Outsiders Hollywood sign poster in my bedroom. But anyway, it's kind of cool that they're off the pier of Santa Monica. I love that because now I live in LA and now it means something to me when it didn't before. I also love, like I said, I love teen books, and this is hysterical because I feel like Chris Claremont just like really set up so many tropes, if you will, for like team interaction, and one of them being the danger room. I mean, this isn't the danger room, but it's like their practice room or whatever. And I feel like every team kind of had one, did not the Titans must have had one. I mean, they were just so blatantly ripping off the X-Men left and right. And I don't mean that as a slam, but I just feel like they were heavily influenced by it, and I love them just as much, if not more. J.K. Moore's signature. Jerome K. Moore, like, was sporadically here and there for me through DC because I don't think I read anything that he did regularly, and I'm not sure what or if he did regularly. I know he's still doing art. I feel like he left comics to become like a storyboard artist, but still has some ties to comics. And I mean, his art is undeniably gorgeous. I love the detail. Alve is doing a great job finishing the work here. The figures look so great and heroic. I love the designs of all these characters. Metamorpho. I mean, Looker, hilarious. Katana's old costume. I love how Katana went from like this to sort of like her new, like, I don't know. I feel like she looks sexier now. She doesn't have the Mo Howard haircut. I love all these old costume designs too. I mean, it's so funny. Black Lightning's costume. Like, could you imagine a comic book coming out with these character designs today? I mean, I love them, but I don't know how people feel about them. Like, they just must look corny in a way, right? I don't know. This was so cool. I remember really loving like the manipulation of Metamorpho's powers, how we can see his face in this tidal wave here. And he's basically getting Looker all wet, and she's like, oh, my hair. I'm like, a superhero who's like worried about messing up their hair is, I don't know, interesting, right? I feel like that sort of trope is like so overdone now that like it's just disgusting. Like, she's like the Kim Kardashian of the team at the time. But, you know, and no, but I hate to do that to you, Looker, and put you in that category, but sort of, right? I don't know. Great buildings here. I love that. That looks so cool. Here we have Firefly being, I mean, so many great, like I guess that's a screen, an ink screen. Alve seems like one of those, like Terry Austin level sort of proficient, skilled sort of using a lot of different techniques and textures in his inking, which just adds so much to the art, I feel. That is a very cool panel there. Psychedelic, hallucinogenic, Firefly. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, what a great use of silhouettes. The sailboats out on the Santa Monica Pier, off the Santa Monica Pier, the outsiders, the sunset. That is truly gorgeous. Um, Sapphire Stag, Rex Mason's Metamorphose. They didn't get married. That's right. Just like every superhero wedding should, it was sabotaged. So much fun. I feel like Mike W. Barr must have been a big baseball fan because I feel like this is far from the first time we've seen baseball introduced in The Outsiders. Casey at Bat was one of the backup stories. If you're a fan, you know what I'm talking about. This is so cool. I love that. Speaking of silhouettes, that is freaking gorgeous. I have to say, like, as much as I dislike this new costume, I hate to say dislike, it's just so inferior to her original costume, but I'm saying Jerome K. Moore is making me love it in here. I kind of felt the same way about Geo-force's costume. Like, I liked his brown and orange one, but the green and yellow one grew on me quickly. I mean, it's his. It separates him from his evil sister, Tara Markov, a.k.a. Tara, the traitor of the Titans. That was an Easter egg for my friend Philip, by the way. So 18 ends, and then we switched to Jan Duursema, who did a lot of work for The Outsiders, and I always kind of liked her art. Like, not as much as like Alan Davis and Jim Aparo and Jerome K. Moore here, but I thought it was pretty good. Not like totally my favorite, but Looker. I mean, the costume is something else. All their costumes are something else, but maybe that's part of the reason I love them. I mean, this could be a drag show right here. Look at me. I will not forget. I will not forget. Oh, so she's going to make him forget. Here we go, guys. Like, oh my gosh, why everyone's all up in arms about the Justice League mind wiping Dr. Light? Well, what are we doing to Firefly here, Looker? Doesn't look kosher to me. Anyway, that was another fun issue of The Outsiders. I love this series. Such a great time in comics. Oh my god, as I turn to that. And check out this. Jim Aparo is back, and that cover looks so good. I remember loving this cover. More Outsiders coming soon. Such a great series. Love it so much. Gorgeous Brian Bolland cover. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll bring you more later.